Have you ever wondered what the true meaning of reality is? Is it possible that reality is much different from what we have always believed? And what if it's time to challenge our long-held beliefs and embrace a world more complex and mysterious than we can imagine? In this journey, we will delve into profound questions concerning the nature of reality itself, from how our consciousness influences what we perceive to the concept of higher dimensions and free will, from speculations about the nature of God to the illusion of separation. We will venture into uncharted territory of the human mind and the universe. But don't stop here. We invite you to stay until the end of this journey because the answers to these questions could profoundly change your perspective on the world. We are ready to explore new perspectives and discover how this new view of reality could impact your life and your perception of the world around you. So, without further ado, let's embark on this extraordinary journey to uncover the very nature of reality. Before we proceed, if you enjoy our contents and want to support the channel, I invite you to like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell. The concept of free will is essential in this new view of reality. Imagine being the primary architect of your destiny. Your choices, even seemingly small ones, have a significant impact on the reality you experience. This idea can be liberating, but it also implies great responsibility. If we acknowledge the power of our choices, we can shape our reality in ways we never imagined. This concept invites us to take control of our lives more consciously. The perception of time is one of the most radical ideas in this new view of reality. Imagine living in a world where time is fluid, where the past, present, and future exist simultaneously. This idea suggests that our concept of future may not be as linear as we think. We may influence our future with our current actions, but the future itself may already exist in some way. This concept can lead to greater awareness of the present moment and the understanding that we are immersed in a vast ocean of possibilities. The nature of reality is a topic that has fascinated philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for centuries. Traditionally, we have conceived of reality as a physical place governed by the laws of Newtonian physics, where everything is separate and deterministic. However, quantum physics has introduced us to a much more complex and elusive reality. This could be the perfect time to embrace a new way of seeing the world, where reality is not as rigid and separate as we once thought. This concept can be likened to when, as children, we discovered that the Earth is not flat but round. It's a radical shift in our understanding of the world around us. The relationship between consciousness and reality is fascinating. Who among us has not experienced how our thoughts and emotions influence our perception of the world? Imagine waking up with a positive thought and seeing the world through different eyes than when you're feeling down. This is not just a psychological effect, but it's what the new view of reality suggests. Human consciousness is an active entity in the creation of reality. In other words, your state of being directly influences what you see and experience. This can open the doors to a level of personal responsibility we may have never imagined before. Higher dimensions are a fascinating challenge to our understanding of reality. Imagine living in a three-dimensional world and suddenly discovering that there are other dimensions beyond our space and time. These dimensions can contain infinite possibilities, making reality much more fluid than we ever imagined. It can be compared to discovering an unknown new continent. There are new lands to explore and new rules to learn. This idea urges us to consider that our universe is much vaster than we can perceive. The connection between human consciousness, God, and the universe is a profound theme to explore. Consider that our consciousness might be an integral part of an interconnected universe, where every thought and action are somehow linked. This perspective can lead to a new view of God, not as a distant entity, but as the very essence of reality itself. Imagine God as the creative energy that permeates everything, responding to our consciousness and intentions. This prompts us to reflect on how we relate to the divine and the world around us. Inner transformation is key to changing the external world. Imagine working on yourself, changing your mental patterns and emotions, and seeing how the world around you changes in response. This concept tells us that we are not powerless victims of circumstances, but active creators of our reality. If you desire a better reality, start with yourself. This can be a powerful and motivating message for anyone seeking change and personal growth. The illusion of separation is a concept that is gaining more resonance. Imagine seeing the world not as a collection of separate individuals, but as an interconnected fabric of life. This perspective can lead to greater empathy and compassion for others and for the planet itself. Imagine how much the world could change if we recognized our interconnectedness instead of focusing on divisions. This concept challenges us to overcome mental barriers and see the world with fresh eyes. If you're enjoying this video, I invite you to like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell. Emotions play a crucial role in our perception of reality. Imagine being angry or sad and how these emotions can color your view of the world. Emotions can act as a lens through which we perceive reality. The new view of reality challenges us to consider how our emotions can not only influence our individual experience, but also have an impact on the surrounding world. Positivity and emotional awareness can therefore become tools for creating a more harmonious reality. Neuroscience research is exploring how consciousness manifests in the brain. Imagine discovering that consciousness is not merely a product of the brain, but that the brain is somehow a manifestation of consciousness. This perspective suggests that consciousness is a fundamental force in the universe, and each individual is a unique incarnation of it. This can open the mind to the possibility of a reality that goes beyond our traditional concept of matter and mind. The law of attraction suggests that we attract into our lives what we focus on. Imagine if your state of being, your thoughts, and your emotions were magnets that determine what you attract. This concept implies that we can deliberately shape our reality through positive focus and intention. While this may seem esoteric, many people firmly believe in the effectiveness of the law of attraction in creating their reality. Extrasensory experiences, such as telepathy or clairvoyance, challenge our traditional understanding of reality. Imagine if these experiences were tangible evidence that consciousness can exist beyond the limits of the body and physical senses. This could suggest that reality is much broader and more complex than we commonly believe. Scientific research on these phenomena is still trying to explain such experiences, but it opens the doors to a view of reality that goes beyond the boundaries of traditional physics. This new view of reality is an invitation to challenge our entrenched beliefs and embrace a world that is more fluid, interconnected, and potentially extraordinary. What once seemed like fantasy or speculation can now become an integral part of our understanding of reality. Our active role in creating reality gives us the power to shape our destiny in ways we could only imagine before. So, be open to these ideas, explore, reflect, and discover how this new view of reality can profoundly change your perspective on the world. I would truly appreciate it if you left a comment if you enjoyed this video. See you soon.